Her boyfriend went on a boys' trip, but she followed and found the truth. Lily stood at the airport with Jason, her boyfriend of a year, holding his hand tightly. He leaned in and gave her a soft kiss, whispering that he would miss her. Jason said it was just a simple boys' trip to Vegas, poker, drinks, and laughter with his closest friends. She smiled back and wished him fun, but inside something didn't feel right. For months, Jason had been growing distant. His hugs were shorter, his replies slower, and his weekends often filled with vague plans. He used to send her sweet messages during work hours, but now, silence often filled the space between them. Lily had asked him if something was wrong, but he always smiled and said, "You worry too much." The night before he left, she saw a message pop up on his phone. She still doesn't suspect. Her heart raced. When she asked, he laughed it off. "Inside joke," he said. But Lily couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. She didn't want to be paranoid, but doubt had already rooted itself deep inside her. At home, she sat staring at her packed suitcase. She had planned a spa weekend alone, but now her mind wandered in a different direction. What if she changed her plans? What if she followed him, quietly, just to be sure? She quickly searched flights and found one leaving in 4 hours. Without telling anyone, she booked a room in a hotel just a block away from Jason's. She packed the same bag, but with a different purpose. If there was nothing to find, she'd enjoy the city and return without a word. But if her instincts were right, then Jason's lies were about to be exposed. Las Vegas glittered under the night sky as Lily stepped out of the cab. The air buzzed with noise and lights, but all she felt was the heaviness of uncertainty. She checked into her hotel, trying to calm the nerves crawling through her. She wasn't here to start drama, only to find the truth. The next morning, she walked to Jason's hotel and waited in the lobby behind dark sunglasses. She ordered a coffee and pretended to scroll her phone, heart pounding. After an hour, he appeared, laughing with his friends. And beside him, clinging to his arm, was a tall blonde in a tight red dress. Lily blinked hard. Jason kissed the woman's cheek and whispered something into her ear. She giggled. Lily's stomach dropped. Her hands trembled, but she lifted her phone and began to take photos. She needed proof, not for others, but for herself. She followed them quietly throughout the day. They strolled down the strip, stopped at a bar, and then walked into a hotel suite together. Every move was another cut to Lily's heart, but she kept her distance, strong and steady. That night, she trailed them to a club where Jason danced with the woman like they'd been together for years. His friends were paired up with girls too, none of them trying to hide. So much for a boys' trip. Lily left the club before they saw her. Her hands still shook, but her mind was clear. Jason had lied. She had her answers. Now, she had to decide what to do next. Back in her room, Lily poured herself a glass of wine and spread the photos across her bed. Each image was a lie she had once believed. Each smile, each touch, each laugh, meant for someone else. The man she loved was a stranger. She didn't cry. Not yet. Instead, she started planning. She wasn't going to scream or make a scene. She wanted Jason to see exactly what she saw. She would give him a moment he'd never forget. She reserved a table for two at the Skyline, the same rooftop restaurant Jason once said he dreamed of taking her to someday. She then messaged him, "Guess what? I'm in Vegas too. Meet me at the Skyline, 8 p.m. His response came quickly. "Wait, what? You're here?" She smiled as she typed back, "Yes, I wanted to surprise you. Can't wait." At 8 p.m., Lily waited in a red dress and heels, looking calm and beautiful. Jason arrived minutes later, confused and nervous. He sat down, smiling awkwardly. "You're really here? This is a surprise." Lily leaned across the table. "You have no idea?" Jason tried to act normal, but Lily could see the panic in his eyes. He reached for her hand, but she gently pulled away. "I followed you here," she said calmly. "I needed to know what kind of man I was really dating." Before he could answer, she pulled out her phone and placed it on the table. One by one, she slid through the photos, Jason with the blonde, Jason at the bar, Jason kissing her under dim club lights. His smile faded. He opened his mouth, but no sound came. Lily kept her eyes on him, unwavering. "You said it was a boys' trip," she said, voice low. "Turns out it was a boys and girls trip." "It's not what it looks like," he muttered. But the lie had no power anymore. Lily shook her head. "I gave you everything, my time, my love, my trust, and you threw it away for one weekend." He tried to apologize, but Lily stood up. "You don't need to explain. I've seen enough. Enjoy the rest of your trip. I'm going to enjoy mine." She left the restaurant without looking back. The night air hit her face like a wave of truth. She had been lied to, betrayed, but not broken. She had walked into Vegas with doubt and walked out with power. Jason tried texting her all night, long messages filled with excuses and half-truths. She didn't respond. She didn't need to. She had already made her decision. She checked into a spa resort at the edge of the city. There she let herself cry. Once. And then she let go. The pain was real, but so was her strength. She didn't come here for revenge. She came here for clarity. And now she had it. The next morning, she posted a photo on Instagram, herself by the pool, sunglasses on, a smile on her face. The caption read, "Found what I needed." She didn't tag anyone. She didn't mention names. But the message was loud enough. Jason saw it, and he knew. She had caught him and walked away. Lily had no need for drama. She had her truth, and that was more powerful than anything else. Back home, Lily focused on healing. She unfollowed Jason, deleted his messages, and cleared his pictures from her phone. Each step was like a breath of fresh air. She began journaling again, pouring out her thoughts onto paper. She wrote about trust, about heartbreak, about rising from it. Her words were raw, honest, and healing. She joined a group for women who had experienced betrayal. There she found new friends, new strength, and new stories that mirrored her own. She wasn't alone. Months later, she met someone new. His name was Adam. He was gentle, quiet, and always honest. They didn't rush. She told him about Jason, and Adam simply listened. No judgment, just understanding. They took things slowly, walks in the park, long conversations, and quiet moments that felt safe. Lily learned to trust again, not because she forgot the past, but because she grew from it. Jason had gone on a boys' trip, but Lily followed. And what she found changed her life, not just because of what he did, but because of who she chose to become afterward.